Oh, ladies and gentlemen, what a way to start off Friday Night SmackDown. The Universal Champion, the newly won Universal Champion, making his way down to the ring. You know, he'll make a case for the God of the WWE. He comes out here looking pretty nice every time he comes out, the new Universal Champion. I'm assuming he coming to the ring to celebrate his victory. Look at this, the Universal Champion. The new Universal Champion making his way to the ring. The crowd is loving it. Ever since he returned to the WWE at the Royal Rumble and won it, it's been uphill for him and downhill for the Bloodline. And of course, at WrestleMania was the breaking point, where I think Roman Reigns was kicked out of the Bloodline, or Solo Sikoa turned his back on the Bloodline. Any way it goes, the Bloodline is not 100% anymore. It's damaged. All because of that man right there, the Universal Champion. He threw everything off with the Bloodline. He threw everything off that the Bloodline stood for. The Universal Champion. That's a nice suit he got on. It kind of reminds me of, you know, Oreo McFlurry from McDonald's, but you know, I'm not going to tell him that in his face because I don't want to get super kicked or pedigreed or anything like that. You know, I want to keep my job over here, and I don't want to have to go to the hospital. So we're just going to stop talking, and he's looking at me. He's looking at me. My life flashed before my eyes right there. I was scared. The Universal Champion, I'm assuming he has something to say. WrestleMania was a great night for me, wasn't it? At the end of the match, the ref said, "and new." And I could tell you guys a million times that I prophesied that was going to happen. I was going to beat Roman Reigns. I prophesied that I was going to come in to the following week of prior to WrestleMania as the champion. I could have told you that. I could have tweeted that to you, but I didn't. I stayed to myself, and it was such a great night. I single-handedly destroyed Bloodline. I turned Bloodline's own members against their leader. Now, this was a great moment for me because, you know, after all these times of losing to Roman, I finally got the revenge. See, he always had someone come down and help him beat me. So all I did was use his cards against him. All I did was made a promise to Solo Sikoa that he cannot refuse. I told Solo Sikoa, I told him that if he helps me, which, let's keep this very clear, I did not need any help to defeat Roman, because I know everybody gonna get on their Twitter fingers, start typing out, saying, "Oh, Adrian Frost needs help to beat the Tribal Chief." No, that's not the case. I ensured my victory by taking everything away from Roman. See, Roman, when Solo ran down, he thought he was going to have help. He started laughing until Solo implanted his feet into Roman Reigns' face. Now, like I said, I told Solo, of course, he helps me defeat Roman, and I'll give him a fair title match. Now, of course, Money in the Bank is coming up, but I won't be giving you your title match at Money in the Bank. See, that wouldn't be fair. That wouldn't be fair at all, considering the fact that you're competing in the Money in the Bank match. So that wouldn't be fair. But the pay-per-view after Money in the Bank is where you will get your fair title match. Now, Solo, can you come out? I have something very special to tell you. Solo Sikoa. How you doing, champ? It's a lot that I want to tell you in front of the WWE crowd. The first thing is, man, congratulations on retaining your Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania. I honestly was surprised it would happen. I was surprised that the Bloodline had that up their sleeves. Now, second of all, I want to thank you for going through with the plan and not turning your back on me and staying with the Bloodline. You know, see, I saw the pattern come down. Roman helped Jay. Jay helped you, and I thought it was only prophecy that you would help Roman. But that wasn't the case. You turned your back because you wanted your title match. You know, I can stand by a man who wants a title match, who wants to be at the top and would do anything to get up to the top, even if that means turning on his own blood. You know, that's crazy to think about. Solo Sikoa turned his back on the bloodline just weeks after being after being inducted, after being, well, what do they call it there? After being invited to the bloodline. Just weeks after you turn your back on the bloodline. And if it's one thing Roman should have taught you in those weeks is that you should never turn your back on family. You can turn your back on everybody else in the world, but you should never turn your back on your family, on a family who's willing to fight, a family who's willing to die, a family who's willing to do everything for you. And if you turned your back on your family, then I know 1,000% that without a shadow of a doubt, you'll turn your back on me. Oh my goodness! He just nailed Solo Sikoa with a super kick. Super kick after Solo helped him win that Universal Championship. What is happening? He's attacking the man that made him who he is today. He's attacking the man who helped him defeat Roman Reigns, and he just brutally beating him. Solo Sikoa's in a bad spot. Another pedigree. That's 2 pedigrees. Adrian Frost turning his back on Solo Sikoa. And the crowd is encouraging him to do it one more time. Do not encourage this sadistic behavior. Do not encourage it. And he's picking Solo up again. Solo Sikoa running into another pedigree. I am disgusted. I am shocked at what just happened. The Universal Champion turning his back on Solo already. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the main event. We get to see the Universal Champion in action following just earlier tonight. He attacked Solo Sikoa, the man who helped him win that Universal Championship that he is walking out with currently. The man who attacked Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, causing Adrian Frost to nail him with another pedigree and put Roman Reigns out. And it seems to be that he already forgot what Solo Sikoa did. He attacked him. Yes, he said it right before he nailed him with a super kick. He said, if you would turn your back on a family who's willing to die for you, then I know you're going to turn your back on me. That's what he said word from word. Oh, word from word. Before he nailed him with a super kick. The Universal Champion is loose right now. He's a loose cannon. And he needs to be stopped already. And it's been literally not even a full week since he held that Universal Championship. And he's already turning. He's already turning for the worse, and I don't like it. He's already going in a path. He's going down a dark path that I don't want him to go down. None of us want him to go down. Everybody in the WWE Universe wants him to stay where he was before he won that Universal Championship. But as time runs out, it's looking very bad for Adrian Frost. It looks like he's going to have a very dark future. But how about his opponent, a dark man himself, Mace from the Retribution? He's a very, very strong, he's a very, very dark superstar. He's willing to go the length. He's willing to attack and beat his opponents down in that ring. That's what Mace does, as you see Mace making his way in the ring. Retribution reigning throughout the whole arena. Mace, of course. Mace is a powerhouse. He's a powerhouse. I'm not going to lie. As Mace is celebrating, there goes Adrian Frost. I told you guys he's a loose cannon. Look at this. I told you he's a loose cannon. trying to get the upper hand on Mace, but Mace reversing. Mace now picking up Adrian Frost. Oh my goodness, throwing Adrian Frost across the ring. I know he's regretting what he just done. Adrian Frost is literally getting his ass beat. Big reversal there by Frost. Frost picking up Mace. Mace chopping him. Right hand. Mace is in trouble already. You know, honestly, I don't think Mace is in trouble. I think this match is, yep. And there he goes. Knee to the face. Oh my goodness. Adrian Frost is busted open. He just cracked Adrian Frost's skull. Wide open, throwing him across the ring. Yes, he cracked Frost's skull wide open and a big splash. What is this? Roll him over for cover 1. Kick out. Mace surprising not only us, but he's surprising the Universal Champion. He's beating the hell out of our Universal Champion. Maybe if he didn't turn his back on Solo would have came out here and helped him. But of course, he burnt the bridges that just been built. Mace throwing Frost off the corner, or throwing him to the corner. Whipping him into another turnbuckle. Oh, moving out the way. That's the fastness from Frost. As Frost is already busted open. That's crazy. And now working on him. And a big suplex taking down Mace. The tides appear to be turning in Adrian Frost's favor. This seems to be turning into the Universal Champion's favor. Big tried to go for a super kick. Is reversed into a super kick. Picking up Mace. Working behind him into a suplex. Big German. That's a big guy to try to suplex. But Mace up to his feet. Big elbow into a running super kick. Super kick looks to be his weapon of choice. Tonight he's been throwing super kicks left and right. Mace back up to his feet again as Mace is a very resilient superstar. He does not go down. Or he goes down, but he doesn't stay there. Running right through Adrian Frost. Adrian Frost staring at Mace into another super kick. Adrian Frost took a pause there. He paused for a second, maybe realizing that he made a big mistake. Maybe realizing that he should not have stepped in the ring with this beast of a man, Mace. And a big right hand taking Mace away from him. Now he got him up for a pedigree. Mace had it scouted. Clothesline. Up to the top rope, Mace goes. Mace calling Frost up to his feet. Adrian Frost, what a punch to the gut. It's a reason why, you know, superstars of that size should just stick to using that power instead of going to the ropes, trying to go for that dive and attack. Adrian Frost now working on that leg. Picking up Mace. Springboard stunner. Take it down. Mace. Big stomp. Up to the top rope. Frost up to the top rope. Frog splash. No. Oh my goodness. Look at the height. When he bounced off the knees of Mace. Did you see that height? He got him up. Taking him down. This could be all she wrote. 1, 2. No. Kick out by the Universal Champion. Universal Champion had this match in the bag, but a kick out, tried to go for a spear. He got the knee up. Knee and Mace in the side of the head. Mace might be stunned. He got him for a pedigree. The pedigree connects. Ref going down. 1, 2. Adrian Frost. What a victory. Adrian Frost, you know, he put his all into that match. Mace is not an easy superstar to beat whatsoever as the Universal Champion celebrates in the ring. There goes Solo Sikoa, the man he attacked earlier. Solo Sikoa, super kick to the gut. As Mace is trying to recover on the outside, Solo Sikoa. What a slap. Picking him up again. Solo Sikoa coming out after his match and attacking the Universal Champion. Picking up Frost. Right hand. Super kick. What a super kick to the Universal Champion. A big beatdown from Solo Sikoa. Maybe sending a message to Adrian Frost.